Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel on YouTube, Living in Long Beach. Today, I want to go over, is now the right time for you to sell your home? Looking forward to getting into this. First of all, I am the broker and owner of On the Move Realty in the Long Beach area. I've been in business since 2005. We are very passionate, my wife and I, about helping our clients achieve generational wealth through real estate. So if you've given any thought, whether it's, buying a home or selling a home, maybe investing, I am an expert in real estate and I'm here to help. So feel free to reach out to me directly at my cell phone there or my email. And I'd be glad to get back to you and assist you in any way you need help. So my background, a little bit, like again, I said before, I started in 2005. I specialize in listing properties and specialize also in helping buyers, investment properties, probate and short sales. Okay. Now, in regards to the opportunity we want to talk about today is it time for you to sell your home and what your options? That's different for everybody, right? Just because, you think the market's high and maybe you want to cash out for that, or maybe you're looking to move areas. We're going to get a little bit into today whether it's right for you now or not. And then, obviously a lot of that's predicated on what's your vision and what are you looking to accomplish. So whenever you look to go and sell real estate, what are your goals in that regard? Are you looking to reinvest? Are you looking to buy maybe a different home? So we want to get into what specifically you're looking to do to help you kind of make that decision. The action plan, what kind of steps do we need to take to maximize your home's value? How do we get max interest in your home? And obviously, most important, like once you sell after costs, what is your net? And then the last thing we want to talk about a little bit today is what are your next steps? Again, are you looking to buy a home? Are you looking to invest? Maybe get some cash flow? Are you looking, to get some appreciation and buying an area you think's appreciating? So we can kind of guide you through what those options look like. And again, if you'd like some personal time to go over that, in my link, you have our contact information as well. So first of all, how do we determine if selling is right for you? Well, the first thing we want to go into is we want to determine what your needs are. So everybody's goals are a little different. So why are you specifically considering selling a property? Is it because you're, downsizing, maybe you're upgrading, maybe you need a new neighborhood, maybe you're in financial distress. So first, when you're considering selling a property, what's your real why? What's the real situation that you're considering selling for? So anytime I'm going to help somebody to sell their property, one of the things we're always going to want to do is inspect the property, take a good look at what we can see. What's the condition? Is this completely remodeled? Is it need some repairs? Is it a tear down? Is it in need of a cash offer? So then one of the ways we're going to determine what the property is worth and evaluate it is also compare it to other properties in the area within half a mile to 1 mile. The next thing we want to look at is to kind of determine the marketing plan and how much access do we have to the home. Are we available, for open houses during the week or the weekend? We want to obviously utilize social media and online marketing as well. Again, another thing to consider when you're looking to sell is your price and net. So what's the home going to sell for and what are you getting after, right? I mean, that's really the most important thing for you is what's the money coming to you and what can we do with it after that helps you satisfy your goals. So another thing that we'll also be looking to do in this particular case is looking to explain all the forms and disclosures and also help your family make the best decision in regards to selling or not. So one of three things is going to happen when you go to look or list a property. You're either going to decide to list the home, you'll decide not to list the home, or there's potential that, as an agent and you as a consumer seller wouldn't be able to agree on price, in which we wouldn't want to take that listing. And the reason why is we don't want our clients frustrated if we just take a listing that's overpriced, that's never going to sell, and then you're wondering 6 months from now why we weren't able to sell that property. It does me no good to take just any listing and with the idea that we're not gonna be able to sell it. So pricing the property is of the utmost importance. Right now there's about 1,800 properties for sale in the area. Only one out of three of them will sell every month. Properties listed over what they have been selling for within a half mile radius usually sit for long periods of time. and sometimes never even end up selling. So what that means is that if you overprice your home, there's a great chance that it's not going to sell. So how long does it take to sell your property in this market? So right now, as of January 2025, homes in Long Beach typically, on average, are taking about 42 days to sell. So this is a 40.6% increase from the previous year, where the average was 30 days. What this means is more properties are sitting longer on the market, meaning that the buyers may have a little more leverage than they did a year ago in regards to negotiating and waiting it out. Maybe there's more properties to choose from. Um, if you're looking in the downtown Long Beach area to possibly sell there right now, homes right now have an average market of 78 days. So what this shows us is that while the overall market is competitive, certain neighborhoods may experience longer selling periods. So, long story short, like we talked about, price is what moves these properties. I can sell any property in Long Beach within 7 days, no questions asked, if the price is right. So, obviously, we can sell one in 7 days or 180, right? And that all depends again on the price of the home and making sure you price right. So, why don't some properties sell? Well, over the past year, approximately 10% of properties listed for sale in Long Beach did not sell. Um, this does suggest that while the majority of listings result in sales, a good portion do not. Um, and so just remember that time is a function of price. Property listed below market value sells quickly. Property listed even 5% above market may not sell at all. So I'm sure you remember when you bought your home, you probably comparison shopped for the best deal possible. You evaluated the space, the condition, beds, baths, location, the schools, and everything in between to find the best home for you and your family. That obviously fits your needs, and then you get the best deal possible. So obviously, buyers have not changed. The buyers out there right now in the market for your home are also looking for the best deal possible. Some sellers wonder, could we just try a higher price for a couple of weeks? And let me explain why that's one of the worst things you can do when you're looking to sell property. So your home has the highest chance of selling in the first couple weeks. And so, as you can see here with this chart, the more time that passes, the less likely this property is going to sell. So we always recommend, get a strong evaluation of the comps of your property and price it in a way that you're going to drive traffic to get multiple offers and have as many people bidding on your home as possible to get the most money possible on your home in the fastest amount of time. So, what does this process look like? So, once you've accepted an offer, what you do is you're opening an escrow. That usually takes 21 to 45 days. Escrow is an intermediary between the buyer and the seller, and they ensure that your escrow runs smooth and is organized by uh, keeping everything together in regards to title and both agents and the buyer and the seller and everything in between. Title provides title insurance, and they also ensure there's no liens on the property when you sell and at close. In regards to inspections, buyers usually conduct a home inspection within 7 to 17 days of opening an escrow on a property. They may add something like a sewer camera inspection, termite report, maybe a roofer, electrician, plumber, or any other recommendations that come from a general home inspection as well. And then also doing the appraisal that will determine the value of the home, and that's usually conducted within 17 days of opening an escrow. So some sellers, will say something along the lines of, "Hey, we don't have to sell our home." And I completely understand. You are absolutely correct. However, if you do want to put your home on the market, you are competing against sellers who do need to sell. So the question becomes, do you want to sell your property? Are you a serious home seller? Buyers are out there evaluating their purchase on based on price, location, the condition, and the payment. So if your home is priced above market, maybe the location is not as good as some of these other homes, or maybe it's not in the same condition, those are all big issues. And those all play into what you're going to get for this property. So, and as you also know, right now, interest rates, are higher in the mid sixes as we speak now. Um, Prices here in Southern California are still at all-time highs. So that's taken in on the buyer's ability to afford their mortgages. So, serious buyers right now, um, are they're looking at all these things. And so you need to determine if you're a serious seller or if you're just on the fences trying to fish for something that's unrealistic. So obviously what's important to you, and that is that you get the most amount of money possible in the least amount of time with as little headaches or hurdles as possible. Am I correct about that? I'm assuming the answer to that would be yes. So what I will do is I will show you homes like yours that have been active on the market, which is your current competition for the home. I will show you sold properties, which are the current comps that have sold, that have set the market for what your home will most likely sell for right now in the market. And I also show you expireds, and these are the properties, and this is what people were not willing to pay in your area. So buyers typically look at 10 to 12 places before they make a decision and start making offers. And they do this again based on price, location, condition, and payment. So to sell a home these days, it does take three sales being made. Okay. The first sale is to the buyer's agent who must choose to show your home over others that are on the market. The next sale is to the buyer who must choose your home over the other properties available in the market. And the third is the bank who must agree that the house is priced correctly before they will even lend the money to the buyer. So let's talk a little bit about On the Move Realty's action plan in regards to helping you to sell this property. So first, we want to talk about getting maximum exposure. The first thing that most or all agents do when they're going to list the property, unless instructed otherwise, is to put the property on the multiple listing service. So the multiple listing service is a service where all the agents put all of their listings so that all other agents can see the listings and have access to them um, to show their clients. So it's a very important piece that we use. The multiple listing service does push the information from the listings out to places like Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, and Homes.com. And that allows us to utilize the online marketing of these properties and utilize these sites where many home buyers are looking. And another thing we can do is we can get a sign out as well as lockbox, which will give access to agents only to access the home to show your home to their prospective already qualified buyers. So every buyer that does see your home is typically pre-qualified by a lender. So buyers now also must be represented by a buyer's agreement before agents can show the home. And that means that buyers have already been vetted by agents that are seeing your home, meaning they're already pre-qualified and been vetted, and they've already committed to working with an agent when they're going to see your home. So many wonder, is it the best time to buy or would it be wise to wait? Obviously, this is a very big decision, and some people want to think some more about it, ask around to friends, look around more, or even just plain put the situation off. But what this comes down to is if you're going to make the decision that you want to sell your property, we need to go back to what are your goals? Why do you want to consider selling this property? Are you maybe moving out of the area? Are you looking to upgrade or even downgrade into a smaller home or maybe a different area you're looking to get into? Is there financial distress, possible foreclosure on the horizon? Have you maybe inherited a home? You need help with probate. That's something we can help you with. Do you need money fast? Maybe you have some other stuff going on. You just need to cash out and you maybe get a cash offer. We can provide that for you as well. And again, maybe you're just cashing out, maybe you're getting towards retirement, you want to move out of the area, or maybe you're looking to do some real estate investing somewhere else, or maybe even put in the stock market. So what is the reason you're thinking about selling? And once you really have a grasp on what your why is, is that why more important than, maybe playing the game of pricing your home too high and not getting a sale? Or is this what you want? And that can only be answered by you. So whatever your reason, as long as we do price this home right, we will sell your home. So what is my job as a realtor? My job is to know your needs, to know what the competition looks like, to assist you with pricing, to assist you with the legal disclosures, and make sure you disclose everything you know about the property to a prospective buyer. It's to do the marketing on the property. Order inspections, including, termite, if you'd like to get a sewer report for yourself, or a roof, or plumber, electrician, anything you may need, I can help find somebody to get them out and bid that for you, so you have an understanding of what's going on with your home. Handle negotiations between the buyer and seller, handle negotiations with the other agent in regards to offers coming in on your properties, handle the inspection and appraisal, follow up on the buyer's financing of your home, and close escrow. So, what is your job here? Your job is to make your home as attractive as possible. Your job is to disclose everything you know about the property to the prospective buyer. Um, in California, you do not want to hide anything from any prospective buyer. Anything you know, any information you might have, you want to disclose that. That will protect you from lawsuits coming back later on. So anything you know, you want to disclose. And then you want to set a price that's going to sell the property in a time frame that works for you. So again, um, I want to help as many people as I possibly can to sell their properties. My advice is we're going to evaluate your property. We're going to look at exactly what's going on in the neighborhood, how fast these properties are selling, what they're selling for. And then from there, we're going to determine, based on looking at yours, how does yours compare to that? And we're going to have a game plan and a price that's going to make sense to sell your property in a time frame that works well for you. So, are you looking to know the value of your property? You may love to see you come to our website here, which is helpingpeopleonthemove.net. If you get to that front page there, you can go and click on the home estimate, where you can put in the address and some information, and it will shoot out some comps and send out a monthly report of what's going on in your neighborhood. And and with that, I'd be able to reach out as well. We can set up a time to go over your home, a specific report for you that I would make myself. And again, talk about what the best thing for you to do in the market is. So I'd love to hear from you. We would love to come by, see your home, talk about putting it on the market and helping you sell it for top dollar. Reach out. You got my number here, email and website. So feel free to reach out. Can't wait to hear from you. Take care. Talk to you soon.